Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from Alpha Central about a woman losing her job thanks to doing something stupid on an airplane. Let's jump into it.
Okay, so I'm not big, obviously, but I'm also not skinny. So what am I?
Morbidly obese and also probably blind. Stop normalizing obesity.
Well, if delusion burned calories, this one would be shredded.
Would you rather have $1,000 or go on a date with a Playboy bunny?
Probably $1,000.
What about $10,000?
$10,000.
Are you saying I'm not hot?
No, I just really like 10 grand.
That's kind of mean.
No, it's not.
That man is telling that woman that he has more use for 10 grand than a woman who's trying to guilt trip him on the internet.
Can I ask a question?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you do corn? So isn't that like you pass out on camera? Like,
No, I
okay.
just film like me, okay? But
Okay.
I have thought about maybe filming it for people that would be interested in it, but it's just
there we go.
It's just very
There we
intimate,
go.
though.
You thought about maybe making some content related to this. It's quite the shtick, huh?
Well, I've
You know,
never
the
talked
idea that
about it.
hey, girl passes out. She can't take because she passes out. Awful convenient that you're going to turn this into content, isn't it? Almost like it's calculated and possibly not quite true. Just saying. Just pointing it out.
I appreciate your opinion, but it really is real, and it really affected my relationship before.
The fact that she's trying to be as vague as possible with this so-called condition really does bring up a number of red flags when it comes to her ability to be honest.
A couple questions for you. So you said you've been to doctors about this?
Yeah.
How many different doctors?
Probably like 4.
Have you seen a psychologist?
No.
Psychiatrist?
No.
And you said it happens every single time?
Yeah.
Probably trauma related.
Yeah, it sounds like you're disassociating.
That's my,
Yeah.
that's my diagnosis.
The fact that we have an army of modern women in therapy and their lives have been made significantly worse thanks to their enabling behavior, it's probably a good thing she hasn't gone to a psychologist.
And this right here is exactly why you don't let your girlfriend drive your car, guys. $1,000 splitter, just gone. Literally just replace this too. Just get back in the car. Go. Get in the passenger seat. We're going home. Freaking day ruined.
It is rarely a smart idea to let a woman drive an expensive car like that unless you like having a car she can't handle get damaged in a way you once thought was impossible.
A man should be so self-aware that when he looks at you,
One can only guess where this is going.
he knows that if he has any chance, he needs to financially match your face. Like it's not even an option. You're too pretty.
Financially match your face? Can't make this up. Talk about just equating women to nothing more than their outward appearance. Yay, feminism.
These women believe that they are entitled to the best that men have to offer, and here's a woman who believes that she's too pretty to form statements that make any sense.
Mia! Yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh my God! Don't do it! No, you'll break a leg. Oh my God! You're gonna get arrested.
This is accurate to a degree that's almost scary. Modern women document their entire lives for the internet just because she thinks her life is just that exciting and interesting. It is concerning to me how many of these women have decided to document their downfall when it comes to the consumption of alcohol. It's actually crazy.
Hey, what was you taking on a date? And I'm not bougie either.
Where would I?
McDonald's is crazy. Okay.
To Panda Express.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So which one you ready to go? McDonald's, Panda Express?
When we get to
I
Panda
don't know. I'm
Express.
allergic to mice, so.
Hold on. When we get to Panda Express, you know what I'm saying? The only thing you could get is a fortune cookie.
The entitlement knows no bounds, guys. Women like this demand 5-star dinners just because they exist. Meanwhile, the men must go beyond existing to get her to pretend to be interested in him.
Hola, mama. This is my husband. You're my husband. Don't run away. I miss you. I thought I was a freak. Like, who is this strange English woman? Hola, mama. This is my husband. Okay, he definitely thought that I was weird. I don't blame him. Hola, mama. This is my husband. You're my husband, aren't you? Yeah. I don't. No. Oh my God, you break my heart.
These guys are minding their business, going on with their days, and this woman has nothing better to do but bother them and record them against their will for a stupid sketch that was a terrible idea from the get-go.
Have a lovely day.
Don't put me on TikTok.
Okay, sorry.
Were you gonna put me on TikTok?
No, I won't if you don't want me to.
No.
Okay, no, it's okay, it's okay.
Are you visiting it?
Yeah.
How'd you like it?
Yeah, it's good. How do you like it?
Yeah, thank you.
You don't want to be a husband though.
No, but not on TikTok.
Not on TikTok. No, that's fair enough, but you would be my husband if it wasn't for TikTok.
Yeah.
I'm just recording myself, don't worry. See you later, it was nice to meet you. Barcelona is actually so beautiful as well. I could definitely see myself settling down as a wife here one day.
This woman is absolutely crazy, man. She's walking around bothering random dudes. She's got a chest tattoo and she's focusing on which city she's going to be living in after getting married. I mean, this whole thing is an absolute mess, man.
Best thing about these celebrity women who just went up in space for a joyride actually doesn't have a lot to do with Wendy's going viral saying, "Can we send Katy Perry back to space?" It has everything to do with the internet comedians who are now coming forward. This guy said, "If going to space for 3 minutes makes you an astronaut, then I'm a gynecologist." It just keeps getting better. "I blew out a candle. It's hard being a firefighter." Or how about hooked up my own Wi-Fi? Hashtag women in STEM. My personal favorite is, "I've created life 3 times. I am Mother Earth." Below that, "I walked on the Harvard campus. I am now a lawyer."
That stunt was an insult to real astronauts who trained for years for the opportunity to go into space. Those women spent 3 minutes up there, and even then, there's doubts about that even happening.
"I built my bed frame from Amazon. I am a carpenter." "I just sewed on a button. Guess I'm a fashion designer." Thanks to these super rich celebrity women going to space and how they're calling themselves astronauts, the Federal Aviation Administration has had to step in. Because even Jeff Bezos' company was tweeting, "We just completed our 11th human space flight and the 31st flight of the New Shepard program. The astronaut crew included," and then names all 6 of these super wealthy women who were on this 11-minute joyride into the upper atmosphere. And now, as conspiracy theories about the whole thing possibly being fake, the FAA has had to say that Katy Perry and her fellow passengers aren't actually astronauts. Unfortunately, maybe this means that this mother of 3 is not actually Mother Earth, but I'm still 100% behind her.
What's funny is how many people think that this is front page news. William Shatner went into space a while back ago and it was barely a news clipping, but because now it's 6 women, it's the most important thing on Earth, apparently.
And why did you pop your balloon?
To be honest, she's a decent young lady, but it was just the lashes for me.
Lashes, okay, and what's wrong with them?
I just don't like them.
I don't want to do too much or be rude, but not rocking with the lashes. They a little too thick for me.
You don't like your girls?
I like them.
It costs to be a boss, and them lashes not it.
Oh, okay. So do you like your stuff to be more,
She was convinced that having lashes the size of caterpillars was somehow going to make her look more attractive, but she's already telling herself that men who said no are just insecure.
Just want to give an update to this disgusting video from yesterday, where there are now people using filters and AI to make it appear as if they have Down syndrome just to be able to sell more subscriptions to their OF account. Well, I'm happy to say that because of my video and all of you reporting it, that profile has been removed from Instagram, as well as her OF account has been disabled. So thank you to all of you.
If this was even 15 years ago, nobody would even think about making spicy content like this. It just goes to show how fast society and moral decency have decayed over the years.
Unfortunately, there are still a lot of profiles out there that are still doing this, just like this one. As well as I found out that there's people out there faking having other disabilities too, just to get views or sell subscriptions. So to all the people out there that are doing this, Shame on you. You need to do better.
Faking a disability on the internet for attention is honestly nothing new. There have been women who have faked all sorts of conditions for attention and money. Those women have absolutely zero shame.
What's something that deserves more hate?
Men saying that they don't want a relationship and then ghosting you and doing just that, getting in a relationship.
No, don't tell her. Don't tell her. What type of problem is this? Do you want us to like gas you up? Like, yeah, girl, them, or do you want us to give you like hardcore truth? If you want to get gassed up, like, yeah, girl, like, they need to.
Well, like, this has only happened twice, so it's like not
I'm just saying.
every single person.
She's saying that she had bedroom fun with 2 dudes who left her for someone better. She cannot for the life of her figure out why, even though it's really no mystery in today's day and age.
Wants to tell you the
Give me
truth?
the hard truth. Yeah.
The hard truth? Okay. I mean, I think he made a decision. I feel like you saw the decision that he made. You know what I mean?
True, but at the same time, I kind of didn't want a relationship with him. Like, everybody knew him, if you know what I mean. Like, it would have been kind of embarrassing to be with him. And plus, he's a serial cheater, so I kind of dodged a bullet there.
Are you?
But I only wanted that relationship because it was good.
Are you convincing us?
She's not trying to convince herself. She's trying to figure out a way to justify her actions and to avoid taking any accountability for the men she chooses to sleep with.
Are you talking to yourself? I think you called us to have a conversation with yourself. Are you giving yourself advice right now?
I just like to hear myself talk.
Yeah, I can tell. Oh boy, sound like he dodged a bullet too.
This is what happens when modern women insist on trying to lock down one of the bad boys. He has his fun and moves on to someone better afterwards. This has been common knowledge for quite some time, and these women have yet to figure it out.
How much would you sell your panties for?
If I was to be, doing that, I would sell them for at least 200, 300 a pair.
200, 300 a pair?
Yeah, it's all right.
Same thing, 200, 300?
Yeah, I feel like that's fair.
Why ain't no way, boy? Do you think you could get more?
Oh yeah.
What's the max you think you could get?
Probably 1,000.
The fact that she's even answering this question just shows how little self-respect she has, and that her dignity is on sale for $200 per pair of used underwear. That's crazy.
Okay, if 200 is the minimum, what more are you gonna get if you gonna pay 1,000?
Work out in them, work out for a whole 3 hours, and then sit in them for a day, and then send it to them.
She has given that way too much thought. It's actually rather disturbing how many of these women are willing to do degrading crap like that just for some extra cash.
I used to justify wearing revealing clothing by saying, oh no, I'm getting dressed for me.
Yes, not for you.
Not for you, not for the male gaze. This is what I like, this is what I feel comfortable with. And for a time, that makes sense until you realize that, one, people will address you the way, according to how you're dressed most of the time. 2, the male imagination is a very fragile thing. It can be inspired by just a shoulder. My goodness. And so if your whole, you know what I'm saying? If your are out, you can imagine what that man is thinking in his mind.
Women who dress promiscuously while going out to the club are looking for male attention in all of the worst ways possible. They do not do it for themselves. That's just a lame cover story that they all like to say.
And he's not approaching you to have a conversation about the political state of the country. No. He's approaching you with the intention of making sure he sees the rest of what he's not seeing right now.
Women do not need to be dressing up like they're about to enter the world's oldest profession just to get men's attention. If they look friendly, men will approach. It's really not that difficult.
Locking in because I'm almost 24, no rich husband in sight, I'm expensive and need to live in New York City ASAP. I'm in my grind era. They all think they're in some TV show and they're the main character. You're 24 and you actually have to work. Wow, you're not a child. It's getting harder and harder to like men. No, I think it's you. You should take accountability. Maybe you're just an unlikable.
These women get convinced, and rather easily might I add, that men are the problem and the appropriate response is to dislike them, and the mere mention of the word men is enough to get them to fly off the handle.
Remember this woman who went into hiding after causing the biggest crash in Tour de France history? Well, she was later identified, and boy does it hurt to be on camera. During the opening stage of the 21 race, a 31-year-old woman from Brittany, France, stepped too far onto the narrow road, holding a large cardboard sign that read "Allez, Opiomi," a shout out to her German grandparents watching the race on TV. Dozens more riders crashed into each other or swerved into the crowd. Her sign clipped German rider Tony Martin, triggering a massive crash that left 8 riders injured, with 2 forced to withdraw completely from the tour, including Spain's Marc Soler, who suffered 2 broken arms.
Those safety lines are put there for a reason. There is a massive crowd of dudes with bikes heading towards you. Placing yourself on the track was going to end in disaster.
The pileup also caused nearly $500,000 in bike damage, as each bike cost anywhere north of $15,000. Instead of staying to help, the woman fled the scene and didn't turn herself to the police until 4 days later. In court, while she admitted feeling ashamed of her stupidity, she refused to share her name or show her face to the public, fearing backlash on the internet.
She fled the scene of a massive accident that she caused and didn't turn herself in until 4 days after the fact. And even then, she tried to dodge responsibility by refusing to give her name to the public. Absolutely shameful. We live in a time where even looking in the general direction of a modern woman is enough for her to shame the guy online while considering calling the police. Men won't even look anymore out of self-preservation.
Like, you know I love you. I love you so much. You don't even understand. But you have to cool out a little bit. I really feel like you've been a little too possessive over me lately. I'm confused. Like, you're allowed to do what you want to do, but you want to control me. And it can't go that way. We gotta stop trying to dictate my life. There's no ring on my finger. There's no ring on your finger. We're not in a relationship.
If you take a look at this woman's face, you can tell that she feels proud of herself and that she just assaulted a man in public. That man has every right to get up, walk away, leave her with the bill, and never talk to her ass again.
There's no ring on your fingers and you with anybody in the shop. Have fun.
She hit him and she was the one who walked away while he played on his phone. This kind of behavior should never be tolerated from anybody, especially a modern woman.
Are you actually gonna let me talk for longer than 5 seconds?
Go ahead.
You keep interrupting me. Every time I actually try to... Every time I try to actually explain my point and have a reasonable conversation with you, you cut me off. I was trying to explain, you cut me off, started talking about something completely different. You started bringing up random stats and random facts to try to make me look stupid.
She uses her opportunity to try and complain and insult the guy instead of just making the point that she was trying to make, which just goes to show she had no real point at all.
Explain to me the nose ring thing that girls do, the one that goes like right here or...
This is just a working theory. It's not grounded in research or anything. I'm going by feel, but I believe that the nose ring female depicted here with pink hair and half her head shaved, I believe that what she's signaling is lead me around, or I am led around by, like the bull has that, so you can put a rope through it and lead it places. What she's saying is my behavior is not from me, it's from you, you're doing it.
A lot of these women who have, nose rings, septum piercings, and all of that sort of stuff, guys, they think that it's incredibly attractive, but oftentimes to a lot of dudes, it just makes them look silly. If a man glances at a woman in a skin-tight outfit, he's a pig who deserves to be destroyed in divorce court. A woman who looks at dudes on Instagram, however, well, she's just being in her feminine energy, I guess.
She's the flight attendant who's
working cost her her dream job.
I didn't think that, you know, being so happy can turn into something like this.
Nell Diallo was having a great time dancing and in the aisle on an empty plane before an early morning flight.
I decided to just take advantage of the moment to wake myself up and kind of get myself like hyped up for my day, basically.
She posted the video on TikTok along with the caption, "What's wrong with a little work before work?" But after the video went viral, she says Alaska Airlines fired her.
What did they say to you? They just said that I broke their social media policy.
Nell had only been on the job for 6 months. She says she was to celebrate the end of her probationary period.
But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves. Peace.